All right, we're in ESA Pro 2, and we are connected to our device. Once again, if you're not connected to your device, make sure you go over here to this blue icon that says standalone. If you need to, you're going to hit read from that device, and then look at this one. Right-click on it, make sure it's active. That's what we want. Under View up top, you're going to see I have the option of an editor or standalone. I'm going to go into Editor now, and that's going to show me a bunch of different stuff. So right now I'm working on a scene, and I edited something. So I'm on this red chase. I clicked here. Let's click off of it to something else. Then we'll click back to red chase. And if I double click on this little timeline scene here, it pulls up the effect settings over on the right. And I can choose some stuff. For instance, right now I've got a red and white with a size of 8. And if I play with this and I change this down to be a size of 1, now I've got red with white going. But if I wanted that white pixel to be blue, let's say, I can come up to this, click on this, choose a different color like blue, and hit OK. You can see what's actually happening. And that makes my scene work. Now, inside of here, that's saving to whatever is in there automatically, we think. Right? We do think it's right.
Yes.
But if I wanted to make something different, we'll go over that in just a second. But if I wanted then to save this, I go back onto my view to my standalone, and then I would write this to the device, and that will write that information back up on there, and then it'll be saved like that. I don't actually want to do that at the moment, so I'm going to ignore it. If I go back to View, and I choose Editor, and I wanted to make a new scene, let's add a scene. The first thing I have to do is go to this thing that says Selections. Oh, by the way, up at the top here, there's these tabs. Don't use Builder. That's going to help you get addresses and stuff, but we don't need that. Just go to Selections. That's what we want. So here we are, and what we're going to do is we're going to decide that we want to do something to something. So I'm going to grab these two, and that's going to become my selection. And then if I drag something in from here, what's the basic one, by the way? Oh, basic block?
Yeah, basic block.
So if I go to basic block and drag it on there, now when there's a timeline down here and it has some information, and if I double click on basic block, I can come in and, how do I choose the color in this one? Properties?
Or go, so yeah, drop down those.
Oh.
And then
Color, here we go. Color, green, hit OK. And if I wanted to select, say, these two, I could do the same thing, select them, drag a basic block onto it, and now this basic block is, I guess in timeline 3, it's hard to know which one's which, huh? No, you can see it. It tells you which ones you're working on. Double click, we can choose a color, and then blue, I can make something. Incidentally, you can grab a bunch. You can drag something like a sweep, like an effect that's not basic. And now here's a sweep, and it's going to show you this. By the way, there's a play button up here. If you hit play, that one's animated. And actually, that's a problem for our other one. I don't know why. Oh. See, it doesn't show it.
so click on the master timeline, which is the bottom one.
Okay.
And
Master.
now hit play.
Oh. Where's the play?
Up.
Up here?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay, so that's what we were doing. We were actually only seeing the effect in the other
Each
one.
timeline is its own individual.
So here's a terrible scene. It's down here at the bottom. If I wanted, I could rename it. And I'm going to call it terrible. Here's terrible. It's not even spelled right. That's how good it is. Then I'm going to come up to edit or view, go to standalone again. You'll see terrible is down here in my list under my project, but it's not actually in my device anywhere as a scene. So wherever I'm clicking, if I choose after number 18, I want it to become number 19. If I have terrible, then I add selected right here, add selected, and now it jumped into this spot right here. Now if I write that, that's going to go live. I don't want that. So I'm actually going to disconnect from this thing. How do I disconnect from it?
Right click on.
Oh, just go active off. But then if I open it, it's still going to have this terrible on here.
Right.
So like,
So what you can do is click
Oh.
on terrible.
wait a minute, could I uncheck from this? No. Okay, sorry.
So click on terrible.
Okay.
You can either right click on it or hit.
Remove all. Well, I'm just
or
going to.
Does yours have a garbage can next to it?
No, down at the bottom there's one, but I don't know if I want to play with it to see what happens.
Yeah, just go for it.
All right, let's see what happens. Delete it. I'm going to try that. Okay, we deleted terrible. But if I were to disconnect the whole thing, if I just quit this program, don't save the changes for this in this case. Now I come back into it, ESA Pro 2. Here we are. Once again, it's going to pop up. It's going to ask me if I want to connect. I'm going to choose active, hit OK. It's grabbing that information. I need to be in the view of the standalone to see this if you don't see it. There's my default. I read from there. I'm getting the stuff that's already saved onto that device. And then we hit yes. And we have memory read. And now you'll notice that that one device isn't on there. And also my red chase. If I click on edit, view editor up top, and I go to my selections. Oh, I caused it to fail. Come on, baby. I think it'll show me my stuff down here. There we go. There's my red chase, and I can see if I double click on it that it looks okay. All right. Hope that helps. You can put different timeline events in here. You can have it change over time. You can adjust all the details in there.
Click on one of the fades really quick.
On one of the fades, here's a slow fade.
So you have two different timelines. If you kind of scroll down, so yours doesn't.
I can scroll. I can see the timelines here.
Yeah, yours shows a little different than mine. Does yours show the colors where
not in their line, but
you
yeah.
can see it go red to green? So that's the fade.
Well, that's not the Christmas fade here, so that's why.
Yeah, or which one are you on? Red, white.
Let's do the Christmas fade in here. Christmas fade.
Yep.
Oh, cancel it. We don't need to rename it. It doesn't show it, although if I collapse it, maybe it will. It doesn't show the colors. The information's a little different on them.
From Mac to Windows.
Yeah, the interface isn't perfect here. But you can go in here and kind of play with a timeline. It loops things. You can drag effects on and off and just kind of mess with it to see what it looks like and then save it and store it, and you got what you want. And don't forget, when you're in the other screen, standalone, that's where you can click on an event that you want to have happen and then choose a clock trigger and then set a calendar up for it. But there's tricks to that, because if you have it going every day, then it's going to always choose the last command given. So if you have it set to automatically come on at one point, and then a minute later you have it set to a different command, it will choose whichever one was the most recent and just keep going with that until it hears a new command. Okay, that's enough video. Bye.